Moving on now, in line with the plans by the Ministry of Local Government, Fort Portal is one of the 7 towns that have today started life as cities. The other towns include Masaka, Mbarara, Arua and Gulu. And unfortunately, Gulu's city plans status have been hampered by the continuing COVID-19 lockdowns. Right now, we turn our attention to Fort Portal, the capital of Kabarole, district where we do have our very own Patrick Kamara is on the ground. Patrick, give us a sense of how the jubilant sights are on the city.
From Fort Portal, in fact, to be exact, I'm at the new Nyeka Hotel, which is in the upscale market or residential area of Boma within Fort Portal municipality. Now it is Fort Portal city. The people of Fort Portal, slept in a municipality, but they have woken up into a city. And of course, there's muted celebration because of COVID-19, so you don't have to see many people celebrating. But Fort Portal tourism city is, of course, based on the tourism sector in Uganda, and facilities of hospitality are going to be so key, and places like these and others are so key in making Fort Portal what it is. Of course, the tourists, when they come to Fort Portal, they'll be best in a place like this, and then they can go to the Semuliki Valley, and where there's a national park, or they can go to the Rwenzori National Park, or they can go to Queen Elizabeth, which is in Kasese, or they can go to what they call the primate capital of the world, which is in the Kibale forest. But Fort Portal city is going to be the hub that will be receiving visitors and guests from within Uganda and outside Uganda. Of course, this was a dream of many people, the business people, the politicians, the cultural leaders. They wanted their municipality to be elevated to a city status, and that has happened now. In fact, I remember when the leaders were saying, had a tagline called Fort Portal City Nikisoboka, or it is possible, and now it has happened. I think the hard work is going to begin right now in terms of how do you make this city viable? How can it become economically viable? How can you make it strong? Of course, they will be trying so much to ensure that the young people have jobs, and even all other people have jobs. And job scarcity is not only a problem for this area, it's a problem for the entire country. So they hope that through tourism, it will be able to drive people getting employment in that area. And also, the other thing that they think this can be a hub, because Fort Portal stands at a junction of sorts. You have a very short distance through Bundubujo to go to the Congo. You have a short distance from here to go to Kasese. You have a tarmac road through Uganda to go to Mbarara. So this place is strategically located to have visitors who want to go the entire width and breadth of the western region, because this can be a base. But some question will be asked. Can they be able to raise the money in terms of revenue collection so that the money they raise here is able to run the affairs of Fort Portal city, or the money is going to come from Kampala and run the affairs of Fort Portal? I think the most important thing that they need to see, the leaders have spoken to now, is to see the revenue base grown in Fort Portal. The money is coming from here, and then it can be able to run the affairs of this city, as opposed to have the money come from Kampala and run the affairs of Fort Portal. So it is just early days. It is having, these are the baby steps they're taking. And I'm sure most of the leaders, the cultural leaders, and everybody involved will be having some kind of a learning curve to see how they can do this. But, well, it's early days. It's gonna turn out.
Right. Patrick, many thanks for that. You definitely need to catch the rest of our subsequent bulletins. Definitely 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Patrick will be giving us